Okay, picture this, a huge factory, just buzzing with the sound of machines, churning out thousands of products every single day. But here's the crazy part. Inside, it's pitch black. I mean, not a single person in sight. So what in the world is going on here? Let's shed some light on this incredible concept. Is this something straight out of a sci-fi movie, or are we looking at the actual real-life future of manufacturing? Well, stick around because we are absolutely about to find out. All right, let's break this down. A dark factory, which some people call a lights-out factory, is pretty much the ultimate goal of industrial automation. And the name? It's totally literal. You see, robots don't need light to see what they're doing, so you can just flip the switch, save a ton of energy, and let them get to work 24/7. Now, the vision here, the big dream, is nothing short of revolutionary. We're talking about the promise of nonstop, flawless production. So why is everybody so hyped about this? Well, the potential benefits are just mind-blowing. Imagine robots working around the clock, never getting tired, cranking out products with superhuman precision. That means more output, way better quality, and a massive drop in costs, especially on things like lighting and heating. Plus, it frees up people from doing dangerous jobs and could even help bring manufacturing back to countries with higher wages. I mean, what's not to love? Sounds pretty amazing, right? But that brings us to the million-dollar question. If dark factories are so great, why isn't there one on every corner? Well, the truth is, turning this dream into a reality is a whole lot harder than it sounds. There are some really big roadblocks on the path to full automation. So here's the catch. This isn't some simple plug-and-play solution. We're talking about a massive upfront investment to get started. And the systems themselves, they're incredibly complex to integrate and program. And kind of ironically, you need a super skilled and super rare human workforce to design, manage, and maintain the whole thing. And this quote right here just hits the nail on the head. It really gets at the biggest challenge of all. Even the smartest robots today just can't match the creativity and problem-solving skills of a person. You know, they're fantastic at doing the same thing over and over again perfectly. But the second something unexpected happens, the whole system can grind to a halt. So, if a fully dark factory is still maybe a little ways off for most companies, what's the next best thing? Well, it turns out there's a much more practical and way more achievable solution that's popping up everywhere. Meet the dim factory. Think of it as the best of both worlds. It's not about replacing humans, it's all about collaboration. In this setup, the robots handle all the heavy lifting and the repetitive, boring tasks, while humans step in to manage the really tricky stuff, solve problems, and provide that critical oversight. And the data totally backs this up. These collaborative robots, or cobots, are really taking the manufacturing world by storm. In fact, they already make up about a quarter of all industrial robot orders in North America. The message here is crystal clear. The future of automation isn't just machines. It's a partnership between humans and machines. But hold on, because the story definitely doesn't end there. Because despite all these challenges, a handful of trailblazing companies have actually done it. They've made the dark factory dream a reality. These are the pioneers who are rewriting the rules of manufacturing as we speak. Let's start with FANUC over in Japan. I mean, these guys have basically been living in the future since 2001. They have a factory where robots build other robots completely in the dark. And get this, the whole place can run for an entire month with almost no human help. Just wow, mind-blowing, right? And if you think that's impressive, you have got to hear about Xiaomi's new smart factory in Beijing. This place is an absolute game changer. Inside this facility, they can produce one fully assembled smartphone every 6 seconds. That's over 10 million phones a year, built by an army of robots and a genius AI system with pretty much no humans on the production floor. And the list just keeps going. You got Philips cranking out 15 million razors a year with just a tiny skeleton crew of humans for quality control. A Chinese company saw a 250% jump in production after swapping out 90% of its workforce for robots. The future really is here, and it is automated. Okay, so we've seen the dream, we've seen the reality, and we've seen the pioneers who are making it happen. But what's next? Where is all of this heading? Just take a look at these numbers. The dark factory market is already worth over $54 billion, and it's projected to hit a staggering $88 billion by 2030. We're talking about absolutely explosive growth. So you might be asking, if full automation is so tough, why is this market just blowing up? Well, it really all comes down to two things: a never ending quest for more efficiency and the unstoppable rise of industrial robots. In 2023, the global average was 162 robots for every 10,000 manufacturing employees. To put that in perspective, that number has more than doubled in just the last 7 years. The robot revolution isn't coming, folks, it is already here. So, what's the big takeaway from all this? Well, while the fully dark factory might be the ultimate destination, the journey to get there is going to be pretty dim. It's a future where humans and robots are going to work side by side in harmony. And this quote just puts it perfectly. The factory of the future may operate in the dark, but it's human ingenuity that will always, always be the guiding light.